Hello! Today when I was vegetable shopping, I found this beautiful bunch of golden beets. I just love golden beets so much, and the nutrition in them is just outstanding. What's really nice about this bunch here, not only are they nice and healthy looking and moist looking, but they also have beautiful greens, which we can use for another recipe. But the recipe I'm going to make right now for you guys to try is golden beet salad. So we're going to actually eat them as a cold salad. First I have to cook them. We can roast them, we can put them in the oven on a tray and roast them, we can boil them, whatever you like to do. But what I would like to do, because it's quicker, is I'm going to use my Instant Pot. It's a small one, 3-quart mini. I call it a mini compared to our other ones. It's a 3-quart Instant Pot pressure cooker. So it's just big enough for the part of the beets to be in there and cook them real quickly. So I'm going to start by cutting off the beautiful greens, wrapping them up and putting them in the refrigerator. I'll work with them another time and we'll make some nice veggie soup or something like that. Didn't even plan that one yet, but I'm going to cut the beets off right at the top and scrub them real good, and I'll be right back. I'll show you how I get the beets started in the pressure cooker. Look how nice and juicy they are. That shows that they're very fresh vegetables when you see that kind of water in the stems. That's really great. What we need for this recipe is 3 or 4 medium-sized beets. So I'm going to take these greens and put them away for the next recipe. And you can see they're a little rough looking here, but what we're going to do is cut close to the tops. When we're done roasting them, we're just going to let them cool and then peel all this tough skin off the outside. But look at all the bright colors inside. Very nice. That means lots of vitamins. So you don't have to be real fussy, because all of this rough looking skin is going to come right off when they're steamed in the heat of the pressure cooker. You know, they do come right out of the ground, so that's why they look so ugly. Alright, I'm going to throw away the garbage here, just scrub these up, and then we'll get them in the pressure cooker. Okay, here we have the scrubbed up beets. 3 or 4 is all you need for a nice little salad. Now let's take the lid off the pressure cooker here, and you can see a 3-quart. You could also use a 2-quart vessel if you like, but it's plenty big enough for these little beets, and they're actually big beets. We'll get them into the canister just right. I'm going to use 1 cup of water to get the steam up for the pressure cooking. You can see on this type of pressure cooker, the valve is already set to hold the pressure in unless you release it. Alright, let's set this thing. We're going to go to pressure cook. I want to cook for 7 minutes, so you can adjust it plus or minus. And then pressure level, I would like to have it on high. So it's a manual setting. It'll start to come up to pressure, and as soon as it does, it will count down 7 minutes. Here we go. Alright, we'll be back when the pressure cooking is done, and we'll release the steam. So I cut off the greens and squished them down into a nice big baggie, push the air out, and we'll put these in the fridge for a recipe tomorrow. Okay, the cooking has been finished. The pressure cooker says this is the end, so we're going to release the pressure manually. Okay, now we have released the pressure here, and there's still steam in the pot, but the pressure is gone. And we're going to lift these out onto the cutting board. And you can see as I lift them, the skins are already starting to peel off. There we go. And they smell good. If you want to know if they're done, you can poke them a little bit and see how the knife goes in. It shows that how tender they are. So there's no need to peel these while they're hot because we are going to use them as a cold room temperature beet in the salad. So while these are cooling, we're going to start making the dressing. So I'll get a few ingredients together here and we'll show you what they are. Alright, I'm going to use my measuring cup just to mix the dressing. So here's what we're going to start with. 1/3 cup of olive oil. To that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So I'm using my super jar here of already minced garlic. So we'll add 1 tablespoon. Alright, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And that will make it nice and tangy. Next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm using clover honey. I have some nice fresh chives. I'm just going to scoot the beets over here and slice them real thin. You can use scallions or whatever kind of oniony flavor you would like here. You could even use some shallots, but some nice finely chopped chives work just nicely here with these beets. Then I'm going to use some ground mustard, and I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon. You like a little pepper. And a little salt. And mix that up real good. Ooh, you can smell the tanginess and also the herbs, the mustard. Wow, that's going to be a delicious topping for these golden beets. Alright, we're going to let that sit until we get the beets chopped up. Alright, I'm going to use a small glass bowl to put the sliced beets in. Now these are cool enough to handle, and all you really need to do is let the skins roll right off. Look how nice. Now this bunch of 4 beets cost $2.99, but don't forget it was like buying 2 vegetables because I got that nice batch of greens to go with it. Just take this ugly skin off, and it sure makes it a lot easier than getting out a vegetable peeler and taking the skins off that way before we would start roasting them. So that's one reason I really like to use the pressure cooker. It takes care of that extra work. Alright, then if there's any part that you see that you don't like, this was the time to trim it off. Maybe a couple little dark spots, but this cuts nicely now. golden beets are really loaded with nutrition. Alright, so nice, beautiful slices. And when they're already cooked, they sure are easy to slice. So let's stir up the dressing again. It's very nice with those chives in there. And you can smell the rice wine vinegar. And we'll pour this over. Lots of garlic in there. Wow. Alright, there's our beautiful golden beet salad. And when you think of the cold salad and how easy that was, it's very neat to say that you made that in your Instant Pot. And definitely, I'm going to stir these around a little bit and taste. And of course, I'm just going to try these. The flavor, the texture, and the knowing how nutritious they are and good for you and your body. I hope you get a chance to try these. This is a superfood, super recipe. Alright, thanks for watching.